everybody, today I'm going to show you how you can train a default leave it from a treat container or a bait bag so that your dog isn't distracted by them during your training sessions. The first step is simply marking your dog's choice to think to back away from the treat container on his own. Now if you think your dog is going to hurt you, you can use a larger container where you can keep your hands out of reach. Use very low value treats. You could even use carrots at first or kibble, and then use high value treats in your pocket that you're going to reinforce your dog for. But if your dog isn't that excited about treats, you can just use whatever treats. But use a lid at first, and what you're going to do is allow your dog to try to get the treats out of the container. He's going to sniff at it, he might paw at it, and then the moment that you're going to reinforce is when the dog thinks to back away from the treats on his own or look away from the treats briefly. Even if it's a mistake, your dog hears a noise and they look in the other direction, you can take that. What you don't want to do is reinforce your dog for staying in one position. So if my dog keeps laying down after backing away, you want to just reset them by dropping a treat further away. You also don't want to be feeding your dog the treat too close to the container, or you can get them fixated on the container or your bait bag. So after they've backed away, you can feed them back. The next step is getting rid of the initial checking out your treat bag. So you present the treats, mark, and reinforce your dog for staying back. So your dog is learning that the best place to receive treats is at a specific distance from you. If you don't want your dog in your face or next to the, hanging over the treat container, you can reinforce back. I like the dog to be about here so I can see what they're doing while I'm training them. So you're just going to mark and reinforce multiple times for your dog not thinking to come forwards towards the treats. You can practice with the bait bag as well. Good job, Tug. The Tug can get pretty excited about these treats. It's high value chicken. The final step is making sure that your dog is not looking at the treat bag when you're marking and reinforcing. So I'm going to have the treat bag here, have some treats in my hand, and I'm going to mark my dog looking at me rather than at the bait bag. If you want to get really advanced, you can also work on your dog looking at you when you reach into the bait bag. So Tug finds this extremely distracting, especially when it makes a rustling noise. I'm just going to wait and keep making that rustling noise until he finally thinks to look away and look back at me. Good job. That made him very excited.